Manga. I'm on the hunt for it. So recently I went to my nearest bookstore and started looking for a manga that no one has read, but to my disappointment, a lot of what was available was already airing and animated. And well, that's just not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something amazing that will touch your soul and make you weep in awe. So I looked harder and harder, but just as I was about to give up, there it was. I saw a light at the end of the bookshelf and was able to stumble upon a glorious manga. This is probably how Link from Zelda feels when he finds an item in a chest. And what manga did I find, you may ask? Well, just 3 words. Crazy food truck. That's right, you heard correctly. A food truck that is crazy. Just when I think anime is running out of ideas, they somehow find a way to turn one of the most random things I can think of and somehow slap it into the plot of a story. So you may be wondering, why did I pick out this manga specifically? And well, my train of thought kind of went like this. I like anime. Check. I like food trucks. Check. Yeah, that's basically it. I was probably mildly hungry when I picked this one up, so naturally I start to read the back of the manga, the synopsis, right? And to be honest, I was not all that impressed at first. Go figure, right? But let me read some of it to you. Gordon is a gruff, middle-aged cook running a food truck in a sand-covered wasteland. Okay, so nothing too wild yet is what I'm thinking right now. I also had no idea what the fuck a gruff was at this point, so I googled and well, yeah, that's the meaning. I think. I'm already regretting the effort of picking this book up. That was until I read the next sentence. He encounters a naked girl named Arisa sleeping in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so there's hope this manga will be good. So anyways, story starts like this. He basically finds her on the road as he's driving, slams on his brakes because he saw a sleeping bag at the last minute, and a bunch of his beers fly off his shelves and they break. He's not too happy about that. Kind of reminds me of the old saying, don't cry over spilled milk. Well, this isn't the same as beer, because at least with beer you get fucked up. So he gets out of the truck to see what it is he almost hit, and that's when he opens it up and finds Arisa, a naked girl hugging a big ass teddy bear. And the guy isn't fazed by it either. I guess in this apocalyptic world they live in, he sees crazier shit. So she wakes up and eats a BLT sandwich he made in the beginning, which I forgot to mention. Dude was happy as hell making that sandwich. And even in the black and white manga panels, you can tell that motherfucker smacks. So yeah, that's what she's given to eat, and she fucks it up while still laying down sideways, all goofy and shit. He then brings her into his truck and she eats some more, and he basically tells her to get lost after she's done and to find some clothes. Only in anime do you find a hot naked girl and tell her to fuck off. So he leaves to gather more food, and he comes back to her eating his soup, to which she replies, good? She replies, it's good. And then he said, so that mouse can do more than just eat. I'm not gonna lie, for a second I was like, is this gonna turn into a hentai? Telling a naked girl something like that? Of course my mind went to the other side. I'm a lot so at this point. But don't get too excited now. He really said that because she has not spoken until now. So that's what he meant. So he makes more food for her, yada yada. And then the more exciting stuff starts to come in. They get pulled over by the military. She's in the back laying down, and they ask him if they have seen this girl. They show him a tablet with her picture. Anyways, he denies it because my boy ain't no snitch. He definitely not gonna snitch out the naked hot girl in the back. So they tell him they're gonna search his car just because they want to, and after pointing a gun at him. You would think the settings in America was that type of logic. So they check the back and she's not there. I thought at this point she had some invisible powers. I don't know, I'm just guessing shit at this point in the manga. But they tell him that he's good to go. But really, she was on the roof of the car, finally dressed. I don't know how she did that so fast, but she ends up knocking out a military guy. And then she's just about to get shot by the other officer when good old food truck guy shoots the military man, instantly killing him. I was pretty tripped out here. The characters actually die. But at the same time, the way food truck guy is built, big ass motherfucker, he had to be someone special. So to not keep explaining every page of the manga to you guys, Arisa is on the run from the military, and the reason isn't revealed yet, but then we found out food truck guy is also on the run, and his name is Gordon Goliath. Pretty badass name if you ask me. So where will this story of BLTs, food, Arisa, and Gordon the food truck guy end up? Well, you're going to have to read the manga to find out. This is actually a very short series, only composed of 3 volumes, so a fast read for anyone wanting to just jump into it. And if you are interested in another manga that is a lot longer and extremely badass, I go over it in another video a lot more thoroughly, so go ahead and check that out. Also make sure to comment on some manga I should read, and well yeah, that's about it. Subscribe. Peace.